What's up, everybody? Welcome to Heart and Soul Promotions as we present The Pulse. We're going to be talking about Cupid's Revenge 3, our third year of being able to put on Cupid's Revenge. And of course, we got some people here to talk about it with us. So first, let's talk about these two people that are going to be joining us. They're in a match against each other, but they're also very respectful of each other, so it should be a great conversation. Please welcome first Mama Purge. She will be joining us by voice only. Mama Purge.
Hello.
And making his big return here to Heart and Soul Promotions. He loved coming on the Pulse. He loved giving us a thought, loved giving us his opinion. Please welcome him to the show, the young gun, Steve Faison.
Let me reintroduce myself. My name is the motherfucking Young Gun, and I'm the last shooter left in promo wrestling today. And tonight, I am finally back on the show that started it all for me here in HSP, The Pulse. How you doing, Prez?
Oh, I'm doing great, sir. How are you doing? Glad to have you back and glad to have you here.
Thank you. I'm feeling fantastic. I'm ready to talk about the happenings around here in Heart and Soul because the landscape's a little bit different from when I left. So,
landscape is a little bit different. I want to ask you about this first. This happened a few weeks ago. One of the last promos you had before you took your sabbatical, you and the Villain faced off. And actually, what we found out was you guys were friends and you took a tour of DC together. He recently was attacked by Rig. What's your thoughts on this?
Oh boy, and I think Rig took a sabbatical too, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm gonna say, get well soon, Villain. Hopefully you can come back stronger and better than ever and ready to kick Rig's ass. Cause everybody and their mama, no pun intended, knows that I cannot stand Rig, or I can't stand our Soul Fire champion, Heathen, but we're going to get into a little bit of that later on.
Yes, we will. I want to hold off on getting to that in a little bit. So, Mama Purge, I don't think we asked you about your thoughts on Rig attacking Villain. Do you have any thoughts on that?
What can I say about that? I don't like Villain. I don't really know about Rick. I just know Heathen because I'm the manager of the Reunited Nation, as you know. And well, if he wants to cross my way, let him. I mean, like you, Young Gun, I mean, you will regret tomorrow because your debut is not going to be easy for you, darling. Let me tell you that.
Well, I will say that is a change in the landscape. Mama Purge has come in here and she's caused quite a stir in a good direction, making a lot of fans here. So
Exactly.
it's going to be interesting. But like I said, I want to hold since you guys are here. We'll come back to talking about your match a little bit later on. So since we brought up Rig, we have people qualifying for a number one contender for the Pure Heart title as well. You guys are going for the Soulfire. This is the number one contender, the third qualifier, Rig and Half Past Black. So, Mama
Oh,
Purge, your thoughts on who's going to take this match, or is it too close to call?
I think it's going to be a close match, but this time I'm going to go for Half Past Black.
Okay. All right, Young
I
Gun.
don't know. I don't know if Rick will be. I heard he's been away for personal reasons, and if he's back on track, I don't know yet.
All right, and Young Gun, your thoughts?
I could really care less about both these fools. I mean, both these fools are men that I've beaten before, to be honest. But I'm gonna, as much as I hate to freaking say this, I'm gonna have to go with Rig, and here's why. Absence makes the heart grow fonder, and as a man who's been absent from HSP, I can kind of understand where Rig is coming from. I mean, Half Past Black obviously obliterated the tag team scene around here with that vignette style match him and Storyteller did against the Cartel. We'll get into that later too. I got a lot of words for them. But when you're coming back, it's a certain fire that you have. It's a certain passion that you have, and I feel as though Rig is gonna display that tomorrow and beat Half Past Black.
All
Yes,
right.
but the thing is, can even you, that is my question, can even you keep up with the speed from us temporary opponents? Because we are, like maybe, yeah, in nearly every show. But can you keep up with the speed from us? There you go.
There you go. So let's ask the follow up on that. Right now, the two qualifiers for that number one contender for the Pure Heart are the Purge and Prince Blackheart. Whether it's Rig or Half Past Black, do either of them stand a chance in that triple threat, or is it going to be
Nah,
Purge or Blackheart?
nah, it's gonna be my boy for sure.
It's going to be her boy for sure. Purge is hungry to earn a world championship here in promo wrestling. To my knowledge, I don't believe he's held a world championship, maybe the PPA title. But I know he's hungry to hold a world championship. And knowing everything that I know about Purge, and that's a man who's beaten me recently after coming back from my sabbatical, he is hungry. And that's one thing you don't want to do is stand in front of a hungry promo competitor. And I think Purge will be the one to qualify for that Pure Heart Championship.
All
Yeah.
right. And Mama Purge, I know you agree. Do you see it the same way, or do you just because it's your boy?
No, not only it's because my boy, because I can tell you what, his goal is to be a heavyweight champion this year. And if he wants to do something, then then he can receive it. So, and like, Young Gun said, he's hungry for it. And that's, I know it for myself. If you're hungry, okay, you might, do some mistakes, but nah, not my boy. He will not. I think he will be going against Mr. Waters.
All righty. And speaking of that, Purge versus AEP. AEP is the first qualifier for the number one contender for the Soulfire. And Purge, these two guys are facing each other, determining who gets to pick a stipulation for that triple threat match, whether it's for the Pure Heart or Soulfire. So, Mama Purge, we'll start with you on this one. Obviously, you're going to pick Purge, but Purge and AEP, and you have a speculation of what the stipulation they choose will be.
No, because we haven't really talked about it, to be honest. Um, and like Purge and AP faced off that many times. It's unbelievable. And I don't know. I mean, I have to go with the Purge because he's my boy. Um, but I mean, I saw his promo doing it, and in my opinion, it wasn't really good. So, but let the judges decide.
Okay. All right, Young Gun.
I could honestly care less, and no offense to you, Mama Purge. I understand that's your boy, but this is like watching Randy Orton versus John Cena in 2009 for the 50-11 time. I mean, the only winner that we're going to get out of this is the bouncing ball that is on the subtitles for both of these promos. I could really care less.
All right. Do you have a speculation on? Because if it's AEP, they select what's going on with the Soulfire, and one of you two could be involved in that triple threat match. Do either of you have a thought of what might be a stipulation?
Could
I
be.
don't give a damn. I don't care
I don't
what it
know.
is. All I know is
Maybe a gimmick change, maybe a language stipulation, maybe just a short timer or bare bones or whatever. I'm up for everything.
All right. That's going to be interesting. So let's go ahead and talk about the two of you now and your third opponent, Draven666. You two and Draven are competing for that third number one contender for the Soulfire. Now, Young Gun, when you were here, I know that the Soulfire was a belt that you always wanted to compete for, as well as you were competing with the Era of Reality for Tag Team Gold. So we'll
So
start with
think
you
about the
first.
Soulfire champ. Hold on, Mama Purge. Hold on now. Hold your horses. The thing about the Soulfire Championship, the Soulfire Championship is given to the best talker in Heart and Soul Promotions. Now, the thing about me is I might not have the best production. I might not have the best, pop out your eye-catching production. But one thing I can do is I can talk. And pound for pound, since I've come back from my sabbatical, I've proven against some of the best in this business that I am the best talker in this game today.
Hang
So,
on a
Mama
sec.
Purge, I have
You don't need
all
to
the
shout.
love,
You don't need to
respect,
shout
and
at me.
love. Hold on, Mama Purge. I'll let you talk. Now, let's not get disrespectful because I can do that.
Okay.
Now, Draven is a newcomer. Mama Purge has been making her name in this game, but there's one thing that I want. That's one thing that I need, and it's that Soul Fire Championship. And I'll be damned if I let somebody's mama or some newcomer take that away from me.
All right, Mama Purge, you definitely get your chance to respond, but Dr. Quack has picked the young gun.
Well, first of all, you don't need to shout at me. I might be an old lady, but my hearing is quite good. That's point one. Point two is, yeah, you might, the Soulfire is holding the best, how you say it, talker. Well, let me tell you one thing, darling. I have beaten once the best talker who's holding now the Soulfire title. So, and also, I'll tell you one thing, right? There's no way I'm going to let you or Draven going to take that contendership off me because you or Draven haven't earned anything. You think you can walk up in here, doing your debut and going straight for the Soulfire title? Ha! Wrong. Dream again. No, sorry, but no, sorry. I'm not letting you do that. Well, there you go. There's my answer for it. And I'll see you tomorrow when I whoop your ass. And thank me for it. You can thank me
I'm
for it
looking,
on the next polls.
I am definitely looking forward to this. So let's ask the follow-up question. The two already that have qualified in this triple threat match are AEP and Sergeant Havoc. So, Mama Purge, we'll start with you, and then we'll go back to Young Gun. Do either of these two give you a concern if you are the third qualifier?
No, because I've beaten both of them. What is Sergeant Ever going to do? Doing a promo where he's 28 times dropping the F bomb again? And AP, I mean, I think he's secretly in love with me, so it will be easy to beat them both. That's my answer.
All right, and Young Gun, same question to you if you were to qualify.
I can name only 4 people on this roster who can go toe to toe with me right now. And Mama Purge ain't one of them. AEP ain't one of them. Draven 666 ain't one of them. And Sergeant Havoc, damn sure, ain't one of them. So I'm not worried about none of that. I'm coming for the Soulfire title.
All righty, and then we're gonna let you start with this next question. Then we'll go to Mama Purge. So we're gonna play devil's advocate on this question. Young Gun, you've qualified for the spot. You're getting to face the winner of Heathen and Shady Sean McKenzie. One, who do you want to win that match? And two, give yourselves an odds on that match.
So only one
Hang on
man.
a sec. Hang on a sec. Finch,
Mama
who?
Purge, let's start with Young Gun on this one.
It's only one man that I've come for. There's only one man that I want. And that is the highway hellraiser himself. That is the crazy ass white boy himself. That is Heathen. And I'm going to snatch that Soulfire title away from him. And I don't give a fuck about the odds. I beat the odds so many times. I don't care if I'm a favorite, an underdog, 2-1, 4-1, 6-1, 101, 2001. I don't give a good god darn about the odds. I know if I face Heathen in a Soulfire Championship match, who's walking out the victor.
All right, now Mama Purge, same question. Mama Purge is the #1 contender against the winner of Heathen, Shady Sean McKenzie. Which one do you want to win? And give yourself some odds here.
Hang on a sec. First of all, I have to say, whoever that Finch is in the shed, he can kiss my sweet little ass because I'm not going to be quiet. Point one. Point second is, yeah, okay, I like Shady, I do like Heathen, and Heathen is not going to give that Soulfire title away. Come hell or water. No, he stays the Soulfire champion. That's all.
All right. And then your thoughts on so then now that would be Heathen versus Mama Purge in your scenario. How do you see the match?
How do I see it? Quite relaxed because I've beaten him once. This time it will be different because he's holding the title, but I'm going to go for the title, of course, whether he likes it or not.
That's true. So Dr. Quack has voiced in here. He said he's got his pick on Young Gun. He likes that thing. He likes the Young Gun. He's also said, don't sleep on Mama Purge. We find that message here. You can't count Mama Purge out, which is true. Mama Purge has shown herself to be quite scrappy. And you can't count that Sergeant Havoc out guy. He has been on fire here in Heart and Soul as of late.
Yeah.
So all I can tell you is I'm looking forward to the intrigue on this one. This one's going to be very, very interesting. So now here's another one here that, since you mentioned the cartel earlier, we'll give you a chance to talk about the cartel. Mr. Wallace and Sir Captain. Now, this was supposed to be a triple threat match. Jacob X has left. He has chosen to retire from Promo World for personal reasons. So now it is a one-on-one non-title match. Mr. Wallace versus Sir Captain.
I want to look into the camera when I say this. And I hope you're watching, Mr. Wallace. And I will say the Mr. What happened to you? What happened to the man that I came in this game with? What happened to the man who was going to set HSP on fire? You went and joined the one man that you couldn't beat and fucking Carter Diamond? You thought that was a good idea. And you're sitting up here getting fat and healthy, eating off the Pure Heart Championship. You know that this match you got against Sir Captain is a cakewalk. But what happened to you? You see, I think you've lost touch with reality. I think you lost your footing, my brother. You need to come back and get a dose of it. And I know at the next show, you're taking on Vagabond. And I pray to God himself that Vagabond hits you with that dose of reality.
All right, and that Mama Purge, before you get to talk about this match here, please welcome him, the former Soulfire champion, Johnny Blade, sir.
Oh, good evening, Johnny.
Former. I don't like that word former, but I guess it is what it is.
You got a golden ticket to get your way back there. So, Mama Purge, your thoughts on Sir Captain and Mr. Wallace?
I mean, really, I think if Sir Captain turns up and shows up, I mean, it's a little bit, I mean, that match it's a little bit of a joke, isn't it? I mean, to get what's Mr. Wallace's title called? Heart and Soul title.
The Pure Heart title.
The Pure Heart title. He's holding that and have to do a non-title match against a promo artist who either shows up or not gonna win. So I'm going to go for Mr. Wallace.
Okay. And the house call said Mr. Wallace is going to win easy. It's a tune-up match. And I think that was what the competition committee did, is they gave Mr. Wallace a tune-up match because Young Gun's been competing, or not Young Gun, excuse me, Vagabond has been competing week after week, show after show, and Mr. Wallace hasn't had anything since he won his belt. I think this was a tune-up match. I think that's what the competition committee did. Johnny Blade, your thoughts?
I mean, what can I say about this match? Mr. Wallace, he was complaining about the level of competition. Well, I mean, I'm going to play devil's advocate here. And while he may be right, You know, just don't worry about it and just beat who's put in front of you. Just beat them. You know, if Sir Captain shows up and brings his A game and Mr. Wallace is having a bad day, Mr. Wallace is still going to sweep him. It doesn't matter. So Mr. Wallace is going to win, but hey, don't worry about the competition committee. Just beat who's put in front of you and don't complain. I mean, you're the champ. You know, I'd like to see this new guy right here, Mr. Young Gun, face Mr. Wallace eventually is what I'd like to see.
Yes. Well, to give you a little backstory, Johnny Blade, Johnny Blade, Young Gun, Johnny Blade. Mr. Wallace and the Young Gun and the Vagabond used to be a stable called the Era of Reality.
Oh, okay.
So they know each other very well.
Unstoppable. Seems to me they'd be almost unstoppable.
It fell apart, and it was a very, very strong. They had a fourth member who's never been a part of Heart and Soul. I think it was called Mad King. Was that his name? And they were all incredible to watch. And I kind of would like to see some old Era of Reality come back, but that may not ever happen, especially what we've heard that Mr. Wallace has gone another way. But we've got another member here. Please welcome to the show, the Vagabond.
That's my twin. What's good, bro?
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, bro. It's been ages, man. Glad to see you back in the country.
All right, so Johnny Blade. I'll ask Johnny Blade first, then we'll get some thoughts here from Vagabond. So we've been talking about the Soulfire title here, the belt that I know you want to get back around your shoulder, around your waist, either way.
Yeah, it won't fit around my waist. We'll just get that out of the way right now.
Yeah, I know. Once you get away from the ring and you become a manager or you become inactive and run a promo company, you know, the waistline expands.
Hey, it's all good.
First of all, let's talk about, we already have AEP and we already have Sergeant Havoc. The third person to qualify is either going to be the Young Gun, Mama Purge, or Draven 666. Who do you pick to be the third member in that number one contender match?
Well, I'm not picking Draven. I faced Mama Purge. I you know, despite the judge number 3 not really doing his job properly, I still defeated her. But you know, I've never seen the Young Gun in action, promo wise. But just by hearing him here on the Pulse, I know he's no joke. I know he's nothing to be played with. He seems very angry. But maybe that's just his personality, and that's fine. So, but you know, I'm gonna go. No offense, Mama Purge. I really like you a lot. I'm gonna go with the Young
no
Gun.
problem.
I'm gonna go with the Young. You did pick Heathen over me, so I'm gonna go with the Young Gun.
All right. So now you have the Young Gun taking on AEP, I already said that you got the Young Gun here. So he's taking on
Purge.
AEP.
Purge is gonna win.
Okay, Purge. Okay.
Yeah.
So now you've picked the Young Gun to move on. Young Gun versus the winner of Heathen versus Shady Sean McKenzie.
Man, I'm gonna pick that when it happens. I'm not gonna pick that yet. Well, that's a big money match right there. No matter who wins between Shady and Heathen.
That's true.
Yeah. So, and as far as my golden ticket, yes, I know I have a golden ticket, but I'm not just gonna do. You know, no offense to what Shady did. I mean, take advantage, become champ how you want to become champ. But I just can't see fit to cash in that way without, you know, I want to come in at least to win 2-3 matches and then maybe decide to cash in. But I don't want to just come in here and cash in on just whoever's champ. Then that's not, to me, that's not fair to the people working their ass off to get up there.
Well, it's the curse of the golden ticket, but everybody has their own opinion to it. So Vagabond, who do you see winning the triple threat match? The Young Gun, Mama Purge, or Draven 666?
Seeing as I'm a bit of an expert on multi-man matches, a lot of people don't like multi-man matches for a specific reason, because it's a multi-man match. It's chaotic. You gotta make sure your head's on the swivel. You gotta make sure you're targeting everybody. I think I'm gonna have to go. Like, you know, don't get me wrong, Mama Purge is great. I've seen her. I faced her. She's good. But this might, this triple threat just might elevate her because she's gonna have to step up her game if she gonna go up against my boy over here. I'm gonna have to give it to him.
All righty. So I want to start by prefacing this now, Magabond. We're going to let you talk about this first. We're going to talk about that main event. The cartel, specifically, Rich Man, has been putting you through a lot. But he thinks you're trying to join the cartel. You've said multiple times you're actually not trying to join the cartel. That was just a misunderstanding of Rich Man and that you're just trying to get your shot. And Dr. Quack is calling this. Yes, really quick, young gun.
You're trying to join the cartel?
No.
No, as I said, Rich Man thinks he's trying to join the cartel.
Listen, I never even signed up. I never even put out an application. I've been on my own since EOR broke up. I haven't teamed with nobody. I've been on my own. Now this dude thinks I'm trying to join the cartel. I'm like, whoa, hold it, broski, hold it.
I want to start with this thought before we go to you, Vagabond, because this is coming from the Dr. Quack house calls, and they are very astute about this. Vagabond is 0 for life in HSP title matches. Can Vagabond get over that hump? We know you have that guaranteed shot against Mr. Wallace at the next show. And it is a one-on-one match. Because of the fact that you won Soul Harvest 2, it will only be a one-on-one match. But your match coming up, Storyteller, Vagabond, Shady Sean McKenzie. The winner gets to set a stipulation for their match, or in Storyteller's case, win an opportunity at a future title shot of any belt he wants. I'm going to give you the floor to discuss this match any way you'd like.
First of all, we're gonna talk about Storyteller right now because he used to be that dude until he started fucking with me. I told him leave me alone. I told him to watch, but he didn't listen. So what I do? I got at him. Not once, but twice. First time was to teach him a lesson. Second time, he had nothing left for me. Nothing left. And third time, he's just a shadow of his former self. I don't know why he out here pretending like I got the fire in me. No. I'm not here for that bullshit. I see right through you. That's shady. No, he ain't got it either. Besides, I've been on the road as of late. Need I say more?
That you have. You've won every challenge that Rich Man has thrown at you. The one match that he forced me to face you, although the judges I found to be dubious, I couldn't find any way to fight the argument because they were selected. And you beat me pretty badly. You beat the boss. You beat his surprise. No offense to you, young gun. His hired assassin, his hired gun, Tonestradamus. Yes, he beat Tonestradamus, who was brought in as a surprise mystery opponent, and now he's got 2 former Pure Heart champions. So
they keep throwing bodies my way.
I'm liking this battle. So, Mama Purge, what's your thoughts on that main event triple threat?
A good one, a good main event for sure, with 3 great promo artists. The great thing about it is every one of them is different, but with Vagabond finding his new style and all the rest of it, I'm going to go with him this time.
All right. Johnny Blade.
Yeah, listen, this is a good match right here. I don't know about all the stipulations, and I don't know how Storyteller's getting a title shot this quick. You know, he wins one match and he's in for a title shot of his choice. That's crazy to me. But Storyteller to me, it could just be me. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong a lot before. My wife says so anyway. I think he's fell off a little bit. You know, I think something about losing that tag team title match maybe did something to him, you know, mentally. So I think I'm going to rule him out. Shady, I think he's got his mind too much on Heathen to worry about this match. So yeah, I'm going by process of elimination. I think Vagabond. I don't think he's looking ahead to Mr. Wallace. I think he's focused on this. I think Vagabond wins. I think Vagabond goes on to become the new Pure Heart champion.
Ooh. Young Gun, do you agree with Johnny Blade?
I agree wholeheartedly with Johnny Blade, even to the point of him winning the Pure Heart Championship. The thing about Vagabeezy is I know Vagabeezy. Like, I actually know what he's capable of. I've seen him go to some pretty dark and deep places in order for him to come out on top. And Vagabeezy going to do what Vagabeezy doing. Like I said earlier, he's going to go on to face Wallace, and he's going to hit Wallace with a little reality.
Very nice. All right, so we'll start here with Johnny Blade. Anything else you want to talk about as far as Cupid's Revenge? Any plans you have? Any future plans? Any thoughts of what you might want to do with that golden ticket? Do you want to stay Soulfire? Are you going to go Pure Heart?
I don't know yet as far as the golden ticket. What I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and make my point clear right now. Is I want to start since I lost to Heathen. I want to start at the very bottom. I want you to put me at the bottom of the barrel, and I'm going to work my way up. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And as far as which title I'm going for, I'll decide that when the time is right. I'm going to sit back and enjoy a few cold beverages and watch the show tomorrow night, and then we'll see what happens from there. I want to wish everybody good luck, and kick ass.
All right, Mama
and I'll be
Purge.
back soon.
Mama Purge, your final thoughts. Anything you'd like to discuss?
I've said everything I want to say. Johnny, I think we have to do a rematch, us two. Soon. Sooner or later, if you like. And Shorty, you're going to get your ass whooping tomorrow night. I'm going to tell you that now. Be prepared. Don't get mad. Don't cry. I won't either. And sorry, you're not going for that Soulfire title. But I hope you're showing your best. Oh, and welcome to HSP.
Welcome back. Yes. Young Gun, indeed. Your first pulse back. You're already making some waves in a good direction. What you got for us?
This place is really different. It's a lot of new faces. Johnny Blade, this is my first time being introduced to you. I've seen some of your work before. Even though I wasn't active here, I definitely been playing the background like I'm supposed to. Now, as for tomorrow night, at Cupid Revenge 3, the young gun is coming back for his revenge. All the lost time for the past 9 months that I have lost, I'm reclaiming everything. And that includes a shot at the Soul Fire Championship. And that includes the Soul Fire Championship itself. So Mama Purge, as much as I love you and as much as I respect you, you're going to understand why they call me the last shooter in the game today. And as for the rest of Heart and Soul, this is your warning shot. I'm coming. I'm here. I'm not going nowhere. And this foundation is stable.
All righty. And before we go to you, Vagabond, he stopped by really quick. He wants to give us a few words. Please welcome to the show, AEP.
Whoa! Welcome,
sir.
How you doing, sir? Before I say something, do you say for your shot Soul Fight Championship? That what you said?
What?
What he's saying. Yes, he's saying he's going to get that shot.
Soul Fight. No way. The one person gonna get shot and the number one contender for the world fight is me.
AEP, your microphone's breaking up a little, sir.
Hold, Prez. AEP, listen. The grown folks are talking right now, so go sit your ass back in the corner that you came from. Youngin, you're not built for me. You're not built for what? You think you're built for this?
How you doing, President? How y'all doing? Just play Vagabond. I just wanted to, Young Gun, you didn't know what you talked about, so just move on. Just move on, okay? You're not ready for this. You're not ready for this.
AEP.
You know,
Angelo, I need you to hear this. I need you to hear me loud and clear. You're not on my level. You can't do this the way I do this. You don't put asses in seats. Half the time, motherfuckers can barely understand what you're saying, mushmouth. Who the fuck you think you is coming onto the post, the show that the Young Gun helped build, being disrespectful? Now this is your warning shot. If I move past and I finish you, it's going to be able to floss with my shoelaces.
All righty then.
Woo.
Whew. Somebody's fired up.
Yes, sir.
So,
yep. That's where you gotta be.
how you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. So, give you a last few seconds here because you came in. Your microphone was a little shoddy. Let's see if we can hear you now.
Are you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
All right. Tomorrow, Young Gun, you're gonna see me store purge tomorrow. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take you to school. I'll be here so fine. I'll be here the heart and soul promotions longer than you. You gotta respect the place. I will restore the purge tomorrow night. I am a new AEP. And Young Gun, you back in the bus. I will gonna win the Soul Fight Champion. You're not gonna stop me, Young Gun.
All righty. So, you guys have both said your piece. Vagabond, take us home. Number one contender for the Pure Heart Champ. Your final thoughts.
All right. Here are my final thoughts. Storyteller, Shady. I know you two are gonna be prepared. But y'all ain't ready for me. Because I'm hungry. I'm coming out the gate. I'm swinging. Full force. Caving the body in with each punch. And I got some fresh guns for the both of you. And that's what Mr. Wallace said. Who bitch and joined the cartel like the bitch that he was. That Pure Heart time is coming home with me. If you weren't scared of me now, you should be. Because I remember that defeat you gave me, bro. It only made me stronger. And you know the second round ain't gonna be pretty. Because I'm like Clubber Lang, and you like, bro, you're not hungry. I'ma smash you, destroy you, and then claim that Pure Heart time. Then everybody in HSP gonna shut the fuck up about it. No choice but to acknowledge that the new Pure Heart champion, the different breed, Baba Yaga, the motherfucking vagabond. You're gonna send the whole thing like a tribe called Quest.
All righty. Gentlemen, Mama Purge also, thank you.
Thank you.
Very lively discussion. We're going to see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central Time. Cupid's
Yes,
Revenge
sir.
3, the opening match. The Young Gun will be in that opening match, getting you guys ready to go, putting them butts in the seats. And you remember, main event, Vagabond, Storyteller, Shady Sean McKenzie. And we'll see you tomorrow night.